I think we are live on Facebook. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy last day of the month. Erin and I were just talking about the final push at month end, getting things done. So I'm sure everyone is busy today. I couldn't be more excited to be here with Erin Byrge, one of my most favorite people in the Modern Direct Seller Academy and just in life in general. So thank you, Erin, for being here.
Thank you for having me. I was actually, something popped up and I realized that I'm just short of a year in the academy. Like November is when I joined because of a because of a Black Friday special you were doing last year.
I love it. I love it. It was so good. I know it's hard to believe that it's been that long, but it hasn't been that long either. Like, right. I was thinking about it today. Like, you know, on Monday, I chatted with Kristen. Tuesday, I chatted with Erica. Today, I'm chatting with you. And I haven't met any of you guys in real life, but like, I kind of feel like.
Almost though. Do you remember we were this close and COVID killed it for us? We had a plan.
Oh, not good. Not good. I know. So we're going to have to, I mean, I'm hoping 2021 is the year that like we can do real life things again.
Get back to normal. Right.
And do, I mean, even like a fun virtual retreat, social happy hour meetup kind of thing somewhere, I think would be so fun with everyone.
Yes.
So, looking forward to that. Yes. Okay. As you guys are joining in, say hello. Let us know where you are joining from and what you have going on this lovely Wednesday. Erin, do you want to just kind of kick us off with a quick little story time with you? A little bit about your background. Yes. Story time with Erin. Tell us about your background, your experience, how you landed where you're at today. And I love your story. So I've heard it like 10 times and I'm excited. So.
Well, I'll try to change it a little bit so it's not, so boring to hear every time. But
no, it's so good.
Yeah. So I am 4 years into this round of direct selling in my life. I did have a previous stint with it earlier in, my early teaching years. But when I came around direct selling again with 31 4 years ago, I was actually a little anti-direct selling because of my previous experience, but I was doing some fundraising and the consultant that I was working with was like, well, listen, if you join for $1, you can have the full fundraiser or the full commission for your fundraising. And that was a no-brainer for me. Spend $1, get 25%. Yeah. My friends love 31, so no-brainer. I'll shop with the discount and then have a nice life. Well, a year later, I quit teaching because I was doing so well. And
the $1 kit special, the $1 kit special replaced your income as a teacher, right?
Yeah, replaced my income as a teacher. Has 4 years later moved me to the beach, to my dream location. And because of the kind of confidence that I have in the model, I've even added a second direct selling business, more of a network marketing model. So I've got 31 that's party plan, another business that's more network marketing, and kind of been able to use everything that I've learned to streamline and now have 2 great businesses that I'm loving.
Oh my gosh. So good. So good. And it was really fun to see. So Erin had her big move to the beach house over the last few months. So I've been following your journey. Yes, I know. We're always like, show us the ocean.
Oh, there we go. Can you see it's so sunny you can't see it.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. You have to have like the right camera angle. I love it.
That's my view while I work.
So good. I'm very jealous. I love the house that we're in, but my office, you couldn't tell from this video, but it's very dark. So I have one window over here, but it's like in our front entry, so it's kind of shady. And I always say, like, our next house, I'm gonna need some kind of more natural light, a better view, and so that's the view from my office.
And then you'll have a 50,000 balloon behind your head.
Exactly, right? You guys love my balloons. They're so fun. And my kids are already like, are you done with them yet? Are you done with those balloons? Can we play with them? And I'm like, no, they're like, I need to keep them up here for a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So good. Well, tell us, so you started in the academy back in November, and I mean, you were very and already in a leadership role with a big team. But tell me how, when you stepped into the academy, what were the favorite parts for you? What are, like, we have so much packed into the academy. Like, what stands out to you that really has helped your business?
Yeah, so I was thinking about this question, and actually, so the reason I started, and like I said, it was a Black Friday deal. It was the perfectly crafted DMs, PMs, and texts, right? And so I purchased that. You had a Black Friday special on it, and then you follow up email, sent a follow up email that was like, yeah, for $10 more, you can join the academy and get all of these other trainings. And so the fact that that email caught my attention, and then one of your courses is the fast track follow-up email system, I was like, this is working on me, email marketing. So I was like, I'll just join for a month, steal all the trainings. I'll just download all the trainings real quick, right? And run.
I love your
kind of like I was going to do a 31, right? Like I was going to 25% and run. But when you get into the group, so in terms of the courses, my favorite course, and the one, if you're in the academy, you've heard me talk about it a million times, is Fast Track Formula. It definitely, I use it in both my businesses. I love it. So the reason I came into the group still kind of holds true. But the reason I stayed and updated to the annual is because of the masterminds and kind of the connection. I have definitely accountability groups within 31. I have my team within Beachbody, but having this connection with other, not even just successful, because some are new, right? We've got everybody, we've got people that are just brand new, all the way to people that are like top of their company, and just the different kind of perspectives of other people and their willingness to share and help each other grow. And hey, in my company, it works this way. Might not work the same in your company, but it definitely can turn your wheels.
Yeah.
And you and Jeremy being a little tech savvy also makes me stay, because I consider myself tech savvy. So if you guys were like, tech lazy or whatever, or I'm not able to understand it, I'd be like, I'm out. I'm smarter than these people. But
well, I can't take credit for that. That's Jeremy behind the scenes. Like half the time I see a question and I'm like, your department, that's your department. Help me figure that out.
I mean, so when I was like, how do I pick my favorite thing? I love the courses, but that one course is definitely my favorite. I love the masterminds. And then I love the tech help that when I need help, then I really need help. Like I don't need help for the little things.
The basics.
Yes. And I haven't been able to stump him yet.
Keep trying. We'll keep trying. I'm always like, you can do that, right? Like I come up with these crazy ideas for me business wise. I'm like, we can just create a page and we can add this and be like that, right? And we can do that. And he's always like, yeah, you can do anything with a little bit of time and a little bit of money. Like, sure, babe, sure. Well, I'll get right on that.
I'll get that magic wand out.
Right? Exactly. Well, for you guys listening, if you are not familiar with the Academy and what's included, Erin mentions Fast Track Follow-Up Formula. So that is a training course on how to set up your email marketing system. So we recommend MailerLite, Flowdesk, ConvertKit, and we have tutorials on how to get that set up and create those automated emails so they're happening in the background. I know Kristen talked a little bit about that when we were chatting on Monday as well, but that's always a highlight, because then you're like, okay, I did it once and it's done. Like it's just happening. You almost forget that it's happening in the background until somebody responds to your email and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm so on top of it, right?
Yeah. Well, and I've had 2 people join me as a response to one of my emails. They responded to my email and says, oh my goodness, I have been thinking about it. I was like, thinking about what?
Perfect.
Oh yes, perfect. My email.
Oh my goodness, too funny. Oh, Michelle said the video stopped for me. I think it might be back on, Michelle. There might be a little bit of a delay, but I had a weird thing where it refreshed, but it looks like we're still live. So stick with me. Hopefully it's still there.
Yeah, good. I'm still seeing us too on my phone.
Perfect.
We're moving.
Awesome. Good. Yes, I know. We were saying Facebook's so wonky. I couldn't get this to go live on Facebook until I switched to my default browser, which required it to log back in and then send me a 6-digit code. So speaking of tech help, I probably could have used it. I'm like, I don't know. So the other thing you mentioned was the masterminds. And we had a mastermind yesterday that was huge. We had over 30 people on, and it was all over Zoom, and everyone was so willing to share things that are working in their business, but also have kind of a safe space to say like, hey, like I'm stuck on this, or I'm in a little bit of a slump, or I'm trying to push through and figure this out. And those conversations all take place in the mastermind, but then I think they carry over into our group as well, which I really appreciate because I'm always the time master. So I'm like on my phone, I set timers and I'm like, okay, you have 2 minutes, share what you have going on. Got 3 minutes for everyone to give you ideas. Now we're on to the next person because I want everyone to have a chance to share if they have something going on.
Right.
And I love that those conversations just continue on over in our group, and people that weren't even actually there for the mastermind on the Zoom either can catch the replay or they can chime in on the comments, which is pretty cool too.
Right. And with that big of a group, it's nice because certainly there are people there that have experience or are currently experiencing what you're experiencing, but there's also people that have gotten through it. So there's not a lot of like dwelling and like sitting in that, oh, I'm stuck mode, because there's somebody there that's, okay, I had been stuck there before too, and I'm not anymore. And so showing how to talking about how to get unstuck from some things, whether it's an action or sometimes just a mindset change, like having that many people from so many different companies and places in their lives and country. I love masterminds.
Yeah. Well, and I think it just brings all those different perspectives to the table. So whether you're in it right now, or like you said, you've been in it and you've gotten through it, I think just having other people say, well, have you tried this before? Have you heard of doing it this way? And usually you walk away from that mastermind thinking, I came here for this and I walked away with that, which is always super powerful too. Okay. So tell me in the last year, how your business has changed and how it has evolved. I already know the answer to this, but share with everyone, just, you started in the academy last November and it's definitely been a journey, like literally across the country to a beach house, but also adding on a new business and layering that in. How has being part of the academy supported that transition period for you?
Yeah. So gosh, I think when I very first started, we definitely didn't have the place picked out. I've had the timeline of the move in mind for roughly 8 years.
Just vision boarding it. It's been on the vision board for a while.
Forever. So when I first started the academy, and like I said, and why I started it, but as I started looking into what I could gain from it, it was more, I was already super successful in 31. So it wasn't necessarily about growth. As a matter of fact, I was looking for ways to either sustain or maybe continue to grow a little bit, but do it in a way that wasn't going to be requiring me to miss out on what I'm looking at right now. Like once I made this move here, I wanted to be able to get the emails in the middle of the night that I didn't have to spend time sending. Like I was looking for that system to allow me to continue to maintain my business, maybe grow a little bit, but do it in less time. And obviously that was successful enough because I have moved here and since added the second business. Now the second business definitely just like a dabbling kind of, fun thing for me. It's not something that I'm looking to like grow huge. But now I'm kind of going back through the courses because we always have access to them with a totally different set of eyes. Like before I was looking at it as how can I use it to work less personally, but also what can I use from it to train on my team? What can I pass on to my team? Where now I'm the, there's not anybody under me. I'm not the leader.
Now you're the team.
I am the team, right? So now I'm looking at it as how, and because the way I looked at it before was party plan, and now I'm looking at it as network marketing more, it's cool to go through your trainings again that I've watched before and already have my Becky binder filled out for.
Like, oh man, I can't imagine watching them a second time around. I can barely watch them a second time.
People, I have a Becky binder. This is a real thing.
Okay, show us the Becky binder. I'm gonna productize this at some. Oh my gosh, there's my.
You and your yellow binder. So
my yellow shirt. For you guys that aren't in the academy, the behind the scenes joke is like all my photos from last year I was wearing this yellow top. So it was like the first year of the academy is the yellow shirt. Anything
you seriously
the pink top. We've moved on to the pink top. Yes. That's year 2.
2020 is the year of the pink top. Yeah. So like if I go through here, her work. If you haven't, well, they all, if they did your challenge this last week, they all got worksheets. So so she does these workbooks for every training. So I print them all off, and that's what all the tabs are, right? Yes. That's what you need to
So
do.
Michelle's asking what binder that is.
Oh,
What's
it's a
your
happy planner.
happy planner?
And then I have the happy planner puncher thing, right? So I punch.
Erin, you can start a third business. You can just print all the workbooks and like package them up pretty for people and mail them out.
Your Becky binder.
Becky binder. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. So I think that's super smart to have everything in one place. Like, of course you have everything digitally in the dashboard for the Academy, but I'm like that, like, this looks terrible now, but this was last week's workbook for the challenge. I have like a million notes on it now, and I just keep using it. but I'm like that too. Like, I like the actual paper and pencil to be able to jot down notes and go back and look at things, but I'm not as organized.
I honestly never thought I'd go back and look at them, but I'm not printing them again. So like different color pen, I don't know. Unfortunately, I didn't like always do it in pink the first time, and now I always do it in blue. Like, but whatever color I wrote it in before, just choosing another color and answering the questions with a new device.
Yes. Okay, I'm looking at the comments here. Love the binder. Michelle just printed them. Yes, Cindy. Oh my goodness. Overwhelmed by social media platforms. We got a training on that. Yep.
There is a training on that.
Stephanie also has an MDSA binder. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, Erin, tell us about Q4. So we are one day away from October 1st. It's kind of crazy to believe that,
Right.
We're in the fourth quarter of 2020, the craziest year ever. So what are you getting done before the end of the year? Tell us.
Well, come on, it's 31 gifts. So obviously we're coming into the gifting season. So helping my team ramp up. A lot of my team, this is going to be their first time. So yeah, ramping up into the year, helping my team with systems that I've been able to create because I learned from the systems that Becky created to get my team ramped up. But yeah, just kind of continue working towards trips and incentives and killing the fourth quarter with gifting.
So good. So good. Well, and I think that, we talked about this a lot during the fall challenge, but Q4 is typically the best time of year. October, November are the best for sales. December, you kind of run into that shipping cutoff depending upon your company, but the next 2 months should be really, really strong in terms of sales, even in the midst of everything going on. And I did hear some crazy stat the other day that 50% of people have already started or finished their Christmas shopping. I don't know if that's real because I haven't, so I'm not in that group. but I think people are going to be online shopping and looking for easy solutions. We're all trying to just manage right now between distance learning and having work at home arrangements going on and all the things right now. I think going into the fourth quarter and knowing that our job as direct sellers is to really provide that level of customer service that they're not going to get from Amazon or at Target, right?
Right. And in all of that process, I'm also trying to kick off 2 more websites that I am building.
You have a website
through your launch website in the weekend. So thankfully I've been through that course already too.
Be easy peasy the second time around. It'll be so easy. Awesome. Yeah. Well, that'll be something super exciting to celebrate. You've done before 2021, but you can.
I've got Thanksgiving's my goal to have them both launched.
Yes.
Click the launch button.
So good. So good. Okay. So just some fun things to wrap up here, because I copied this from when I did a podcast with Susie the other day. So these are our just for fun things here at the end. What social media platform do you like to hang out on?
I hate to admit it, but I'm going to stick with Facebook for now, just because it's a comfort zone. So like to hang out. I'm learning so much about Instagram though. And in my new area, I've met people because of Instagram that I would have never met otherwise. So I think soon I'm going to unage myself a little bit and be able to say Instagram. But now I'm aging myself and Facebook is still the answer.
Well, Facebook has the community aspect that you just can't replicate on Instagram. So I'll be honest, if I'm just laying in bed late at night scrolling through things, I'd rather look at Instagram stories. But in terms of fostering community and hanging out with my people, I still do that on Facebook too.
Yeah.
Tell me what your Starbucks order is.
Okay, so this time of year, of course, it's pumpkin spice latte.
Okay, perfect.
Normally caramel macchiato.
Okay, cool. Have you tried the cold brew?
Yes.
The pumpkin
Yes.
cream cold brew?
Yeah, and it's very, very good.
It's
And
so
much more likely to be had here in North Carolina. However, I live in a very dinky town that doesn't have a Starbucks. So
you don't have a Starbucks?
it's like a treat. It's the one that's closest, I think, is about a half an hour away in Jacksonville. So,
Oh my God.
oh, you know what? I lied. There is one in my grocery store, but that doesn't count because I'm a drive-through store.
Oh, gotcha.
There is one in one of the grocery stores.
Okay. All right. Well, I was going to say, like in San Diego, you drive a half of a block and there's another Starbucks. And then you drive another block and there's another Starbucks.
Yeah,
so
that's not the case here at all.
Do you have a good like local coffee shop though?
Yes.
Okay.
The Daily Grind, and it has the cutest little logo, and it will be a perfect place for pop-up shops when COVID is.
Oh, love that. I love pop-ups. Okay, and then last one, because if you're in the academy, it's kind of a rule that you have to like office supplies. So what's your favorite office supply?
This is a brand new answer because I finally bought a Rocketbook as a holdout.
Wait, has it just got to the top of your list as your favorite office supply?
No, but the pens have.
Oh, the pens.
Oh my gosh, because I've never used the erasable pens. So I'm using them even in like my journal, like my morning journal, and like the fact that they erase so well.
Yeah. Okay, I started using the pens far before I started using the Rocketbook. I'm looking around. Where are all my pens? I started using them way before. And then I found the Rocketbook and I'm like, what? Like the Rocketbook uses these pens. Like these are already my favorite pens.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so what pens do you have though? You have the ones with the white cap?
Well, I bought, because I'm a sucker.
Oh, okay. You got all of them, right?
I got ones that are clickable, right?
Oh, Jeremy's are the clickable ones. Those are his favorite. These are the ones.
Yeah.
The clickables.
Yeah.
You have these ones.
Yeah. I like the way these write on paper better, the ones with the white caps. The clickables, I actually do like the way they write in the Rocketbook.
Yes. Okay, do you have the other ones, the solid colored ones?
Only came with, I think it came with one of those, right?
Like okay.
This thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
No, hold on. Let me get. We'll wrap up, but we got to pull out the pen. This one. Do you have this one yet?
No.
Okay. So this is my favorite.
What's it closest to between the clicker and the?
It writes like the clicker one.
Oh.
But it erases like the other one. Yeah. I have my whole, okay. All right. Well, we could do a whole nother Zoom Q&A about our favorite pens. But if you guys don't have friction erasable pens, you're missing out. We'll just leave it at that.
Literally got them yesterday. Was the mastermind yesterday? I got them during the mastermind. Like Mark brought them in the house during the mastermind. Yes. And I've been writing with them since.
Yes. Oh, let's see. Michelle said the ink erases in the sun. Oh, if it gets hot.
Interesting.
It does start to fade. Because the original Rocketbook, like, I don't know if you've done a whole lot of Rocketbook research. The original one, in order to erase the pages, you microwaved it.
Stop it.
Yes. So that was the original Rocketbook. Cindy's like, what's a Rocketbook?
Do you see what Michelle says here? She says it comes back if you put it in the freezer.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't tried that, Michelle, but that might be our science experiment for the day.
The scientist
Erin taught science.
Guess what? I taught chemistry. So guess what I'm doing today?
Right? Oh my gosh. Okay, Cindy. So if you don't have a Rocketbook, you pretty much need one. So Rocketbooks, you use those friction erasable pens on it. You can see this is like one of my Rocketbooks here, and you can erase it. So it comes with like a little, the Wave, Heidi, you're right. The Wave was the original Rocketbook where you'd put it in the microwave. Then you take this cloth and you get it wet, and then you can just wipe it off and reuse it over and over. Oh,
Is that okay?
mine's far too dirty for that. I don't know where mine has been.
Mine's new, so.
Okay, then you can do that. Yeah, and so then the cool thing about Rocketbooks is there's an app, so you can scan a picture of the page and it will transcribe it, loosely transcribe it, or just take a picture of it and save it as a PDF, and it will automatically go to like your Google Drive or your Dropbox, depending upon where you store your stuff. So it is definitely a fan favorite over in the Academy. Why would you want to erase? Yeah, Michelle, so you just take a picture and then you can capture it and you can go reference your files later on. Yes, she's got it now. Yeah. And then you can just reuse it. So you don't necessarily need like 1,800 pieces of scrap paper with the notes all over your desk, even though somehow they still make them over here.
Yeah, I'm not giving up my Becky binder though.
Of course not. Thank you so much, Erin, for being on with me today. It is always a treat. Love having you in the Academy. Thank you guys for being on and watching. And as a friendly reminder, the Academy closes tonight at midnight. So if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about it, just come check it out for a month. $25 to get started. You can come check it out, hang out with all of us in the Academy, learn about pens and office supplies and all the practical direct sales training that you're probably looking for as well.
That's what you actually want to know.
Exactly. Erin, where can they find you if they want to connect?
Thisgirlsgotgifts.com and Erin.Byrge, Byrge on Insta.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, bye guys. Have a great day today. See you later. Bye.